Hey everybody, Master Dragoon here. Last time on Legend Dragoon, we found the Force of the Winglies and found out about the Dragon Block Staff. So in this episode, we are going to be getting the Dragon Block Staff. So first off, there are two different routes you can do to get to the Dragon Block Staff. One of which has a boss, the other one does not. This is the one without the boss. So basically, what happens here is there was a bunch of these switches here. And every time you walked on one, you push the X button, and there's like 6 of these guys jumping around, each one for each switch. So this is an easy way to get in some easy random battles for addition leveling. But to finish it, just walk on this one, stab, and the last barrier goes away. I was doing this off screen to get some leveling in done. Okay, and so by doing that, you open up this little path here. Yeah, I did not want to jump off any of the times I did. Let me back on! Take me with you! Gosh darn it. Thank you. Okay. Now, stay right here. Up. And we get a power-up. See if I can find that. Strength increase for 3 turns. A repeat item. So awesome. We got our next repeat item. So at this point we have Magic Signet Stone, Pandemonium, Speed Up, Power Up. Also, you want to have a bunch of these panic bells that I got here. You need those for one of the special creatures. The worst special creature in the game. Aren't we all excited to get to do that later? Okay, so just wait here and jump across again. Okay, so we want to go down here and it'll drop like a rock. Go down here and it'll drop like a rock again. And we get interrupted with a battle. Awesome. Okay, so I have Muru and Miranda as my party members this time. Because, well, they're the characters with the highest magical defense. Even though Muru, of course, does not have as much HP as anybody else in the party, she has really good magical defense. I've also taken the time to give Darts a Ultimate War God, and I changed his helm equipment to the armlet. And Miranda just got despirited, so the best way to fix that is to transform into a Dragoon, to heal it, and then there, problem solved. That's the thing about this game, you can heal pretty much every single status ailment just by transforming into a Dragoon. Despirited, of course, is the worst, because if you can't transform into a Dragoon, then you can't heal it, and then you can't get any SP to get rid of these, to level up your Dragoon. Absolutely horrible. Just like my ability to do Maru's addition. Albert leveled up. And also, if you haven't noticed, I have nearly 10,000 gold now. So guess what we almost get to do? Buy the first of the 3 legend cascades that I need. Okay, so with this, you want to time it, because you're going to have to jump straight from that one to that one, and onto that ledge there to get the treasure chest. Which isn't really too hard, because all you had to do is just push the button a bunch of times. No real effort there. Just keep on pushing the button and you will succeed. Okay. Okay, now with that, we're back to we're in this room. But we are not going to continue, because that is the final area of the game. When we go through that middle door there, we will be fighting the boss of this area. And I don't want to do that yet, because we have another boss in this area to fight, and I want to fight it. Why? Because if we can level up Maru some, that would be very, very helpful to us in her not dying. Unfortunately, you couldn't have random battles in this area before pushing those switches. But after you push the switches and make the enemies inside this area go away, you can run into random battles here again. Alright, so he is confused, or rather, should I say, she is confused. So I didn't make this joke earlier, but that is obviously Princess Toadstool. Hey, you're confused. You should attack yourself or something of that nature. Because that'd be very, very helpful. Honestly, the only thing that I'm worried about with fighting this boss is that Muru is not going to be able to survive the boss itself. Because it does a lot of physical attacks. And being a Wingly, Muru and magic attacks do not get along at all. And I actually made it through there without running into a random battle. So, okay, we got a little bit of a puzzle here. And so, at first you probably don't know what to do with this. So, let's click on there. Maybe everybody else knows what might happen if we do this. No, you think? Okay, Hashel's going to open the door with his fist. He shook the room. Oh, why not? They're winglies. Why wouldn't they use a fist? I mean, magic. So, let me get the next conversation for this. I already know what the password is. Okay, so that picture that Congo is standing in front of is a Giganto. And so that's a Wingly. And so those are the dragons. And we have a creature we don't know about. It's called a Mini-Nitos. Or however you pronounce that. Way too many I's and N's. And so we have humans. And we have something. Okay, so the puzzle with this is you want to go through these portals in the order of intelligence. So the least intelligent thing is whatever the hell that thing is. Then we have the Gigantos. Then the Minitos. The dragons, the humans, and then the winglies. That is the password. And a new teleporter appears. The password to our death. Because guess what this is? Well, the music hasn't started because the music is always a giant indicator. That or Rose decides to be. Oh, hey. Wow, that thing is old. Belzac, I I believe, is the Dragoon of Earth. Kongo's Dragoon spirit. So yeah, that was the previous owner of, it's that or it's the lightning one, because I think that the wound on there might be, significant to the color of the Dragoon spirit. So I don't know. We'll find out. There's a side quest that we get to, meet more of the Dragoons from the past. Okay, so all of the Virages are of subspecies of Virage. And of course, by this one's shape, it had a power far beyond the one that we saw. So it's like the strongest Virage ever. Where do you think you're going, Rose?